Welcome back, you guys, to another Madden 23 Lions franchise video, and we are playing against none other than the New York Giants in our NFC Championship game, a team that we've played in the NFC Championship before, and a team that we have an ongoing kind of rivalry with. Their starting quarterback used to be Jacoby Brissett, but now it's Jameis Winston. We don't really have anything else to do before this game. I think we can look at the playoff bracket real quick, and on the AFC side, it's going to be the Steelers versus the Raiders, the 5 and the 7. For a bid to the Super Bowl. The Steelers have Mac Jones at quarterback, and the Raiders are the team with Kyler Murray, and I believe they have Derrick Henry on the roster as well. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. Of course, we have to win this game first versus the Giants, and this is a tough team, tough game. Christian McCaffrey, averaging 5 yards per carry, has 1,600 rushing yards on the season and 17 TDs. And let's go ahead and just jump into the game. Now, the thing that scares me about this team is that, again, McCaffrey is one of the best running backs in the game, and we've had a lot of struggles like stopping the running game between, Saquon and other running backs we've faced in the last couple of weeks. But aside from that, not only do they have one of the best running backs, they also have possibly the best defense in the league. We already kind of know this. They don't have many changes on the defensive side of the ball, but we'll take a quick look at their defense. And I'll kind of just show you guys how good their defensive line is and their linebackers and their secondary, because it's actually ridiculous. All right, so starting at left end, they have Chase Young, who's a 95. At right end, they have Grady Jarrett, who's an 88. They also have a backup right end that's only 22 years old, who's almost an 80. They have Fletcher Cox and Cliff Jackson, who's 22 years old, 75 overall. They have Danielle Hunter, who's an 88. They have Jerome Baker at middle linebacker and Denzel Perryman. They have Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, so another 88 outside linebacker. They have Jair Alexander, Travarius Ward, Cameron Sutton, Miles Bryant. At free safety, they have Daxton Hill, who's an 84 now. And at strong safety, they got Jimmy Ward. So they got 80s across the board, high 80s at the linebacker spots. And they have, some fantastic edge rushers in Chase Young and Grady Jarrett. And they got, just a great defensive line, a great front seven. And so they're starting the game with the ball. We'll see what Jameis can do. I actually didn't think that Jameis would be starting for a team anymore at this point, but on the season, he's got 4,000 passing yards, 30 TDs to 14 picks. Just a reminder before this game that Cooper Kupp is out for us, which is a huge blow to the team, and Dontrell is still out at D-tackle, but Sean Hazelwood is finally back, which is awesome. First play of the game, and Christian McCaffrey gets a couple of yards, but there's a flag on the play. And it's holding on the offense, and that's going to push them back, and we love to see it. This is a team that certainly grinds out yards. And let's see, we'll put Sean Hazelwood on the edge. We'll put Marcus Lawrence at D-tackle. And Nate Vatcher's going to be on the sideline when we're in nickel in this specific formation. We got 3 down linemen, so not great against the run. This is something we might need to change. Good tackle on the play, though, by DeMarcus Lawrence finally. On 2nd and 8, bringing a zone blitz on the play. Again, we're primarily worried about Christian McCaffrey running the football, not too worried about the receivers. McCaffrey on the run, a nice tackle and hit by Christian Harris. Christian Harris has been not great in the run game the last couple of weeks, and I really don't know why. He just hasn't been able to wrap up on tackles and bring running backs down. But on 3rd and 8, from the 27, they're in the gun. Of course, a passing down. And underneath, we get pressure by Trey Hendrickson. Again, Trey Hendrickson has been an absolute game wrecker at times for us. I absolutely love it. And they're going to have to punt it away. And we get a chance to come out here at home. And I just love playing NFC Championship games at home. It's awesome. On the return is Brian Jackson. Perhaps the most electric kick returner and punt returner in the league. Oh, almost got to the edge. I think that was a TD if we actually didn't get tackled. I wish we could have held the block for just a second longer. Jake Zimmer coming out onto the field for the first time in the game. And we don't need to look at those stats. They're not pretty. There's some Jameis Winston stats right there. On 1st and 10, we got Brian Jackson in the backfield. A run on the inside. Got a one-on-one with a linebacker. I think that might have been actually a DB. But picking up 5 yards on the play. Yeah, Ramondre in the backfield again. I'm not sure why he's in. Colby's wide open underneath. Colby getting a catch, in the playoffs is surprising. I think he only had 1 catch on the season for us. But we pick up the first down nonetheless. And the run up the middle is there. Hebert gets a stiff arm off, picking up a couple yards. Alton Robinson has an injury. I'm surprised he's actually in. We're going to try an RPO with Jamison. I almost had called him Jameis. We're going to try an RPO with Jamison on the left side. Antoine is wide open, though. Oh, actually, no. Good coverage. On 3rd and 5. Hubbard out of the backfield. Quentin Posey's open over the middle, though. Picks up the first. A great route by him. His route running has gotten so much better. Antoine might be wide open on this little stop and go over the middle. They are showing cover 3. Actually, the safety's backing off a little bit, and we were able to fit it through the window. Antoine down to the 22, and a lot of players that didn't really get a lot of opportunities in the regular season have been making plays for us so far in this game. On the run, Jake. Oh, no, he got just absolutely decked on that play. I was hoping to slide after, like, getting through the contact initially, but he kind of got, like, accelerated forwards after breaking that tackle, and he just ran right into a couple of linebackers. I basically just knocked him out. 1st and 10 from the 44. Just a straight up run up the gut, and we're all over it. Again, we're pushing everybody up on the D-line. We want them to pass the ball. That's really what we want. That's the game plan. We don't want them to run with Christian McCaffrey. And really the thing is, you know, like with how the Niners used him, you could really use McCaffrey as a receiver as well, but that's just not part of what looks like to be the Giants' scheme. They're just using him just as a straight up running back. They're not splitting him out wide or anything. Using him as a receiver. And so makes him less of a threat, you know, than he could be. And a short incompletion out of bounds makes it 4th and 7. Someone wearing a Nathan Walls jersey, which is cool to see, with some crazy shoulder pads on him. But 4th and 7, we're going to be on the punt return. And they're just going to pin us out of bounds. Jamison could be open on this play. Again, without... Oh, he might have him gone one-on-one. Oh, that's a super inaccurate pass. Yeah, just led him a little bit too far. He was wide open, completely beat his man, and the Giants were playing some weird zone coverage. 2nd and 10, trying a halfback screen. This doesn't look like it's man defense. Got good blocks. Just got to beat that one last defender, and Jerome Baker comes up with the tackle. See if we can trust in Posey to get open. I do want him to run a route that's actually going to get us a first down, though. Double move it. And, oh, no. Oh, my God. An inaccurate ball, nonetheless. Just, I feel like I thought I could have fit that ball in. Face mask as well on us, on the tackle, on Posey. And he was upset or something and just decided to rip him down by the face mask after the interception. Clearly frustrated with his quarterback play, and I can't blame him. 2 turnovers back-to-back, and the turnovers have plagued us in the playoffs. 1st and goal, and McCaffrey just slides in for the touchdown, taking the first score of the game for the Giants, leading now 7-0, and Njoku has an injury, but I'm not sure how much that's going to matter. I mean, he is a good run blocker, I believe, for them, but we just need to really stop hurting ourselves. Really, it's not the Giants killing us, it's us hurting ourselves with these turnovers. Again, Brian Jackson on the return. Can Brian Jackson make something happen and keep our offense off the field so we don't get... Oh, Brian Jackson breaks a tackle. Oh, man, he almost got away again, up to the 30. All right, we're trying a wildcat play with Brian Jackson for the first play. Again, can't throw a pick if you don't throw a pass. On the run, he gets to the edge. Oh, Jerome Baker moving at light speed, finally tackling him only for a gain of 2. I thought we had the edge and we were gone for at least 20 yards. But instead, Jerome Baker gets there very quickly. We have Derek Young in on the play, and that's how really thin we are at wide receiver right now. And Calvin Austin over the middle, holds on to it. Jerome Baker is there for the tackle. And we're going no huddle. We got Derek Young. Again, we got Derek Young on the field. Oh, we tried to get the pass off. We did have Calvin Austin again wide open, but a little bit too late. In play action. Austin getting just pressed off the line. Throwing it up to Quentin Posey, who gets tackled down for no gain. And again, you know, I've talked about it before, but Cooper Kupp not being here is hurting us for sure. He is just a game... Oh, he is just a... Like, oh my God, what a bad throw again. I mean, he was facing pressure, but just gave no chance to Antoine Andrews on that pass. But again, yeah, Cooper Kupp is something that the Giants have to prepare for. You got a game plan, Cooper Kupp. And we pinned him down at the 1, though. An excellent punt. We got everybody up on the line. Bringing a man blitz. You know it's a run with McCaffrey. Oh, it's not. It's a pass. We got it. Oh my God. Nathan Walls had the pick 6. threw it right into his hands, and Nathan Walls has a case of the Jamal Adams and just could not bring it in for what would have been a game-altering play, without a doubt. And that was an opportunity for his second pick of the season, but damn. Oh, Trey Henderson misses the tackle, and McCaffrey's able to wiggle up and get 1 yard. It's 3rd and 9 now. We're in cover 2. We know they're not passing it deep. They just need to try to pick up this first down. And really, they're probably just going to go ahead and try to run this on 3rd and 9. Be conservative. And McCaffrey up the middle, and we finally tackle him down. I think it was Sean Hazelwood on the play. And we're going to force them to punt from their own 7. We're going to go for a straight rush and try to block this. Let's see if Walls can make another play for us. And no. No one gets to him, but Jackson from the 50 gets tackled down pretty quickly with no blockers with him. All right, we'll put it in the hands of Hebert. Going to rush to the left. Colby with the lead block. Ooh, great cut. Posey with another block for us, taking it down to the 30-yard line. An excellent run by Hebert. And Hebert's basically just saying, give me the ball. Just stop letting Jake throw these stupid passes. And we're throwing a stupid pass to Jake this time. Watching the slant, and Jameson comes open finally. Down to the 15-yard line. Running an RPO, again, halfback stretch with the possibility of throwing it to Jameson if the linebacker does not drop back. And instead, we're going to hand it off to Hebert anyways. Getting to the edge. Hebert picking up 2 yards on the play. And Glowinski has an injury. And, you know, we do not have a lot of depth at the O-line, so that is going to be a problem. See if play action can get him, and Colby might be open in the back of the end zone. Quentin Posey just kind of a decoy on this play. Back of the end zone, throwing it up high, and Colby comes down with it with an excellent grab. Colby Parkinson making all of his plays in the postseason, doubling his receiving count from the regular season already. What an absolute dime. What a nice high-pointed pass to our 6'7" tight end, and that is just an absolute weapon. Jerome Baker had no shot, and Glowinski is out with an abdominal tear. So Carmen is coming in as the backup, and Carmen, you know, we saw him on the list for top 10 offensive linemen in the NFC, so no slouch, but it definitely hurts to miss Glowinski and his veteran presence on the offensive line. On the run and pistol, we got multiple defenders that are on him, but Chris McCaffrey breaks the tackle. Tariq is there, finally bringing him down at the 47-yard line. And again, a case of the, like, just bad form tackling. I don't know who it was on that play, but just a couple guys that were in position to make the play, but just didn't. 1st and 10. Watching the short out, we're all over it, and we take Jameis down with a sack, this time from Nate Vasher, the 6th-round pick. What an integral piece of this defense. I've talked about it ad nauseum at this point, about how important he is to this team, but as a 6th-rounder, not even that high of an overall, he's an excellent pass rusher out of the D-tackle spot. We're covering 2 with 1, one-on-one to the outside, and it's going to be out of bounds, making it 3rd and 14, and Jameis Winston is boxed right now. I think they needed that 7-point lead badly so they could continue to run the football. On 3rd and 14, we're dropping back into coverage. Morrow is here. Jameis escaping out of the pocket, and we're trying to lay a hit on him. He slides down. Really, in real life, that would have been a penalty for sure. We just speared him right in the head, but they're going to go ahead and punt it from the 50-yard line. On the punt return is Brian Jackson. They might just kick this one out of bounds again. Yeah, this one has no chance. They're going to be back at the 10-yard line. This could be an explosive play. We're trying a jailbreak screen on the left side with Brian Jackson, although Jameson is a lead blocker. Throwing it up. Oh, that was actually going to work out so well. We had so many blockers over there to make that play. And Jake Zimmer just missed him. Try a QB draw. On the run. Oh, man, we wish we got a block there. Got the stiff arm off, and luckily didn't fumble, making it 3rd and 3. On 3rd and 3, I'm looking for the short pass, potentially. Antoine could be open. He's all over him. Instead, we run outside the pocket, make something happen with our legs, slide down, picking up the 1st. And if they're not going to contain, we're going to burn them all day running outside. You've got to respect Jake Zimmer's legs. That's like one of the most important things to do if you want to slow him down or stop him, is you got to at least respect the legs. Fake bubble screen. Oh, underneath. It was a late ball. 2nd and 14 now. On 2nd and 14, I think Posey could get wide open on this. Not really. Underneath, we do have Antoine. He picks up 3 yards on the catch. And Antoine is slotted up to our number 2 receiver with Cooper out. And so far, 3 catches for 20 yards, getting a lot more involvement than he would normally. Oh, wow, 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 wow. Can we run outside? We actually beat the pressure. Oh, we almost made something happen, but couldn't wiggle past the last linebacker. I was thinking about making that pass back to Lionel Hebert, but I worry about throwing another pick with Jake Zimmer. You know, that's a pass that Mahomes could definitely make, but I'm not sure if Jake is making that. Even though his throw on the run is pretty excellent. On the return, McCaffrey gets tackled down at the 25. And Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah has an injury holding his wrist. And he is like a 90 overall, pretty important to that team. There's a minute 40 remaining. The game is all tied up. And we'll see if they can put together a 2-minute drive again. Don't got to worry too much about them actually passing the football as they complete a short one outside. And Sean Hazelwood is in coverage. That is one of the main problems. We're sitting mostly in base 3-4 defense because we are just begging them to pass. We're not too worried about it. We just don't want them to run the football. Underneath, good coverage by Christian Harris, forcing the incompletion. On 3rd and 2, we do not want to go home. I mean, I guess we're already at home now, but we do not want... Oh, a short out, and Nathan Walsh, misses the tackle, but Isaiah Simmons comes over and helps him out, making it a punt. Fantastic coverage initially by Nathan Walls, and then a great job going and helping out Walls, because Walls just sometimes, I don't know what it is, but he sometimes just completely whiffs on tackles. Brian Jackson on the return. Got good blocks. Gets out to the right side. Gets some room. A good return by Brian Jackson up to the 41-yard line. Gives us a chance with 3 timeouts and 40 seconds left to at least put some points on the board. 1st and 10. In single back, we got trips out on the right side, but we're going to run a counter to the left. We got only 1 lead blocker. I feel like there was supposed to be another blocker on that play. We're going to call our first timeout. 2nd and 9. Got a half, yes, a fake wheel screen, or I don't even know what that's called, but picking up a couple yards and going out of bounds is Jamison. Their receivers on play action, rolling out to the left, and Jameson's open underneath. He's got a one-on-one opportunity. He holds on to it. What a catch. Calling a timeout with 30 seconds remaining. What a grab by Jamison. Not normally a jump ball, go up and get it, and catch, like catch in traffic sort of receiver, but a fantastic catch by him. Jake Zimmer on the keeper, picking up the first again. They didn't expect us to really run it there. We're going to use our last timeout with 24 seconds remaining from the 14-yard line. If we can get a touchdown, this would be huge against this, very, very good Giants defense. And we got Lionel Hebert in the back. We throw it high, and damn, just over his head. All right, we got Brian Jackson in the backfield as a receiving threat this time. We're going to send him, split him out wide. Send him on a go. I like Antoine down the seam. And then we have Jamison. We're going to send him on a deep in route. Could be wide open. Let's see, is Antoine going to be open on this? No. Jamison. Oh, threading the needle, and he gets into the end zone. That was a tight window. A tight window. But Jake Zimmer makes the pass, and Jamison holds on to it, breaking 1 tackle, and fights his way into the end zone. And just amazing touchdown. Jamison, a slight wide receiver, but just showing a lot of heart on that play. Giving us the 14-7 lead before half with 15 seconds remaining. We have passed a lot more than we've run, but so far it seemed to work out pretty effectively. We almost get blocked on the PAT. On 1st and 10, we're going to run Hebert. Straight up the middle. Run blocking, not fantastic, but he breaks 1 tackle before being taken down for only a gain of 1 yard. Now what we're going to do is we're going to try to utilize Jamison's speed to create a diversion, getting Hebert another carry, seeing if he can get more yards on this one. Oh, but the D-line breaks her immediately. We do break 1 tackle, and eventually he gets gang tackled down by 2. Oh my god, he almost got back up. They almost didn't call forward progress, but 3rd and 13. 3rd and 13 as Hebert was taken down eventually for a loss. The D-line just came through immediately. Had to just shed multiple tackles. Juwan Johnson could be open. Can we get it underneath the safety? And we do. A great pass by Jake again. Starting to find his footing in this game. Still only, about 150 passing yards, but starting to get a lot more accurate. Antoine wide open. Can he get back to it? He does. And he picks up the first. Jake was getting pressured on that throw and was still able to get the pass off, although it was short, and Antoine had to fight back to get to it. Still picking up the first down, a huge catch. And that connection has really been there this game. Antoine really doing a great job getting separation, getting open, being available for his QB. And nothing looks like it's really there. We're going to try to escape outside. Jake getting to the edge, picking up a couple of yards, and there's a flag on the play at the last second. Oh, they got unnecessary roughness for hitting Jake late on the play. And we'll take it. They can get it on Chase Young. And we're down at the 22 now. That just reminded me of the Bengals game, kind of. Gonna let Hebert run it out to the left. He's got a one-on-one. He gets a stiff arm off, getting a couple extra yards before going down. And after getting the penalty, now Chase Young is injured. And that is a huge loss for them. Already with Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah injured, but I think he might be back. The fake jet sweep. Handoff to Hebert. See if he can work this time. Breaking out to the right. Got a one-on-one with the safety. Hebert with a great run, picking up the first down. 1st and 10. We got double posts. This could be really dangerous. I don't like, Quentin Posey not getting used, though. We're going to send him out right. Get him a one-on-one matchup. If the double posts aren't open, we're sending it to Posey. And it's not really open. We're just going to toss it up to Posey. Let him try to get a one-on-one matchup, and he can't come down with it. This is an interesting play. It's an RPO with Juwan Johnson going outside. And it's there. We got the block. Oh, man. If Jameson would have actually blocked his man, that was a TD. We still gained 3 yards on the pass, at least. 3rd and 7. Jameson could be open on the deep end. We're going to send him a little bit deeper and see if we can do a high-low concept. Quentin Posey underneath. Quentin Posey's got it. He's got to try to dive forward. Almost picking it up. It's going to be 4th and 1. The question is, do we go for it or do we just take the field goal to give us a 2-possession lead? Their defense is really good. See if we can get them to jump. They actually don't have a lot of people on the right side, but we can't actually move it to the right. I'm trying to switch the run play to the right, but it's not letting me. So, didn't get them to jump. Try it one more time. At about 5 seconds. Yeah, we're going to run it. With the one-on-one. Oh, my God. They hit us in the backfield. Whew. Yeah, that D-line. We should have tested them. Should not have tested them. We were trying to get too cute. We ended up going for it. We should have just taken the field goal. Coming back out in our base 3-4 defense again. It's been very effective so far, holding the Giants to only 7 points. Christian McCaffrey on the run, getting gang tackled down by a couple defenders. Christian Harris primarily on the play. Up to 5.8 yards per carry. They really just need to ride him and let him kind of lead the way for this team because without him, they are really doing nothing on offense. Christian McCaffrey on the carry again. Surtain missing the tackle. Finally, Christian Harris is there to make it, making it 3rd and 3. And they're in I form. You got to worry, of course, about the run, but we cannot just full-out run commit. The run is there to McCaffrey, who breaks a tackle. Finally, or doesn't break a tackle, he just evades tacklers. Isaiah Simmons makes the tackle finally. Okay, now they actually have 3 receivers split out there in the gun, and could be a pass potentially. Playing underneath coverage. Jameis has not really, bombed it deep on us at all. 6 for 12, 40 yards passing total in the game. They've been pretty scared. We could probably sit in cover 2 for a while and not get burnt. On the run by McCaffrey. He breaks a tackle. Oh, my God. No. Can we get to him with Tariq? Yeah, oh, my God. Tariq is so fast. Finally, McCaffrey going down at the 5. What happened was I thought I was on Baron Browning trying to make the tackle, but instead we were on Isaiah Simmons, who was like 5 yards in front of McCaffrey, and we just dove at the ground. Yeah, I was trying to switch on to Baron Browning on this play right from behind him, but I switched on to Isaiah Simmons, and we missed the tackle instead. And that's why he just broke away for just a huge gain. So it's so dumb sometimes, like when it just doesn't let you pick the player you want to actually switch to. 1st and goal on the fullback keeper. Nate Vasher making the tackle. 2nd and goal. They got Beck in the backfield. I don't know why they'd be running Beck and not McCaffrey. I know McCaffrey's tired, but he's got to be in on the goal line after making that run. 3rd and goal now. 20 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. There's 8 seconds remaining now. So McCaffrey is here. We can't full out run commit, but we got everybody stacked up on the line. In I form. Oh, okay. They're going to go to the 4th quarter with this. Okay, still in I form with McCaffrey in the back. We got everybody pressed up on the line. It's a pass play. And one-on-one. Oh, my God. There's no way Jeremiah Holt caught a touchdown. That's got to be an O lineman, right? Number 7. He just punched our player in the face. He just punched Nathan Walls in the face. What is this? Oh, my God. I can't believe Nathan Walls just got beat by an offensive lineman running an out route. That's bad. That's bad. And they tie it 14-14 with an insane TD. And we thought it was going to Christian McCaffrey. We did not run commit. I will say that. We did not run commit. We played just regular coverage. And we got beat. Trying to little screen out to the left. Jamison gets tackled immediately. On 2nd and 9. Posey on the out route. Could be wide open. We toss it up high. Give him a chance. He catches it. Javarius Ward is there for the tackle, I believe. Posey's got another little sort of post that we want to get him. See if he'll catch this one. Underneath the safety, and he holds on to it. Down the 19-yard line. Posey didn't really do much in our previous matchup. Only 1 catch, but has been a big piece of the offense so far in this game. Derek Young over the middle, wide open, and Derek Young holding on to it. You got to worry about a young wide receiver in the playoffs getting a catch for the first time, you know, with multiple defenders around and possibly fumbling. That has been an issue for some of our other players like Jamison and also Antoine Andrews. Derek Young running the short out, and he could actually be open. Oh, instead it gets batted up. Oh, it gets intercepted by Daxton Hill. I can't lie, that was a risky pass. Passing to an unproven wide receiver. Gets a one-on-one. The DB does a great job of tipping it away, and they do get the interception. That was just a really, really, really dumb pass. That was not a veteran play at all. 1st and 10 from the 20. Watching underneath. Walls is there to make the big hit. That's one of the rare big hits I see from Nathan Walls. He does not do that often. Doesn't have the highest hit power. We're in cover 3. Watching underneath again. And Walls gets beat this time. And breaks a couple tackles. Going down to 47. 1st and 10. We're bringing a zone blitz. Worried about the run a little bit. 5.5 minutes remaining. They're probably just going to try to... Oh, we got McCaffrey open over the middle. And Jameis tries to make the throw, but instead it's a fumble. I'm not sure if this is going to stand, but Trey Hendrickson's taking this all the way for the TD. Trey Hendrickson, a game wrecker, like we talked about earlier in the game. Just absolutely just changing the momentum of the game in one fell sweep. It could be brought back, but we'll see. It looks like he brought it back in. Tuck rule. They might call this... They're keeping it. They're keeping it. Wow. I thought they might bring that back as a forward motion, but it went backwards, and he tucked it in, and they decided no, it's a fumble. I think that one turnover might have gotten to Jamison. Not even really his fault, getting pressured immediately. He just got unlucky with an unfortunate fumble. We're watching the short out, we're all over, but over the middle, McCaffrey's wide open. Hazelwood with a tackle, big play. They're sending a man blitz this time. They're in strong. We've got to worry about the run, of course. And they do a counter to the right side. And finally, McCaffrey falling down for a pickup of 1. Now 3rd and 1 on the play. Of course, they got to keep this drive alive. They're going to be looking to run. We're bringing everybody down, all the safeties. And it's a pass. We got the short out cover. Jameis breaks the tackle. DeMarcus Lawrence, oh, misses it. And Baron Browning finally takes him out at the 49. Landon Dickerson with an injury from the 50-yard line. Hand off to McCaffrey. He's got a 1-1 with Walls, who takes him down for a gain of 2. And McCaffrey still averaging 10 yards per carry. Sean Hazelwood in coverage. We're going to send him off the edge. See if we can get some pressure. This looks like it could be a pass. No, it's a run again. But Hazelwood's there, and so is Christian Harris. Now 3rd and 7. We're daring Winston to pass. And we know it's a pass play. We know it's a screen, actually. This is unfair. Not going to lie. We're all over it. Oh, what the... Get to it. No! He broke Isaiah Simmons' tackle. I can't believe it. We literally knew what the play was, and we overran it, and then we were there to make the tackle with Isaiah Simmons, one of our best defenders, and he could not make the tackle on Beck. That's ridiculous. 2 minutes, 40 seconds remaining. Watching over the middle. One-on-one outside. Walls gets beat. Taking him down at the 3-yard line. And, you know, like I said earlier in the drive, Winston may have lost his confidence, but I don't think he did. I don't think he did. They're at the 3-yard line now. We're run committing. Hard. Oh, God, it's a pass. And the offensive lineman with another TD. What is happening? What is happening in this game? Jeremiah Holt with his 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. All right, all tied up with 2 minutes remaining. This is where legends are born in the NFC Championship game. Running an RPO orbit screen. See if it's there. And it looks like it is. Antoine just needs a block from Jamison. He's got it. Calvin Austin with another block. And Antoine breaking a couple tackles before finally going down at the 2-minute warning. From the 50, switching into single back. Get Calvin Austin out at the slot, and we're going to run it up the middle with Hebert. Good blocks. Hebert's got a hole, and there's a flag on the play, though. Hebert kind of got caught in an awkward way. Holding on the offense. Oh, man. I thought it might be defensive holding for a second. But instead, we're going to be marked back a little bit. It's going to be 1st and 17 from the 44 with a minute 54 remaining. We're in empty. We're going to try a QB draw again. Oh, we got great blocks. Getting out to the left side, and Jake Zimmer almost broke it for the TD. 2nd and 2 now with a minute 30 remaining. The Giants haven't used a single timeout yet, which is surprising. Looks like Antoine, they got 2 receivers on the left. Antoine should be wide open, and he is. He's just completely unmarked in the flat. What? Okay, we're on 3rd and 2 now. I can't believe Antoine just didn't turn around to catch that ball. We're trying a read option. Got Hebert on the chance to get the first. He picks it up just barely. And the Giants still not using a timeout. We're at the 39. This is within field goal range. We're just burning time at this point. We're just going to run it again. If Andrews is wide open, we're going to give it to him. If he's not, we're just going to hand it off to Lionel Hebert. Hebert picks up a couple yards, and the Giants use their first timeout on 2nd and 3. All right, on 2nd and 3, running up the middle with Hebert, who gets met immediately, but throws down a defensive lineman. Still loses a yard on the play, but insane strength. I want to see a replay of this. So he gets hit immediately. Okay, so our center, Lindsley, just doesn't block him at all. Hebert, though, with the stiff arm, look at this. He is lifting this like 380-pound man and just with one hand throwing him to the ground. I can't believe it. That's insane. All right, on 3rd and 4, gonna try another run with Hebert. Maybe conservative, although Andrews might be wide open on the RPO. He's not. We're going to give it to Hebert again, and he gets stuffed finally. And they use their last timeout. We're going to take the field goal from 51. Indoors, this should be a definite make with Cade York. And it looks like it's going to be good, and it is. So the Giants, no timeouts remaining, a run-heavy team. They got to come down the field passing and show us they can beat us with Jameis Winston's arm. McCaffrey up to only 4 receiving yards, but 150 rushing yards on the game. And that, again, has shown to be a continual issue for us and our defense is guarding the running back. We do see one of the routes in this play. We're watching it on the outside. We're jumping underneath. McCaffrey breaks the tackle. Finally, Morrow on the tackle, making it 2nd and 4. They only have 30 seconds left, no timeouts. We're moving pretty quickly. We're watching over the top. Jameis throws it underneath McCaffrey. He's unmarked. McCaffrey goes out. Did he go out the 31? Oh, there's a penalty on the play. And there's a holding call on the offense, and that's going to make it 2nd and 14 from the 21, and that just bailed us out super. That was huge. On 2nd and 14 from the 21 now, I can see a post route with Simmons, and we see it underneath. They throw it to McCaffrey. They have 18 seconds left. That was just a really bad pass. Should not have caught that. They got 2 seconds to snap it. They got one more play to go. Got one more chance. They got to throw it deep. Walls is there. Walls misses the tackle, but we're going to bring him down at the 50-yard line. And we win the NFC Championship game. And we're going back to the Super Bowl for a 3rd time. And this time, we are winning it. I don't care who we're playing. We're winning the Super Bowl. I'll say that in the press conference too, but they're coming out guns a-blazing in this Super Bowl because we cannot lose 3 in a row. We're going to show the team the Buffalo Bills highlights. Like I said, looking at the stats after the game, Jake Zimmer now with a great performance, 2 TDs, 2 picks, and he also had 1 fumble as well. But 250 passing yards. Jameis Winston with a pretty solid performance, 2 touchdowns, no picks. Really can't complain about how well he played. McCaffrey with 16 carries for 150 yards and a touchdown as well. Hebert with a kind of average game. Brian Jackson not getting a lot of carries. Jake with a good game on the ground, aside from that 1 fumble. Receiving-wise, Quentin Posey leading everybody with 66 yards. Jameson with 60 yards and a TD. Antoine with 5 catches for 60 yards, pitching in a couple big plays for us, actually, in the absence of Cooper Kupp. Jawan Johnson with 2 catches for 20. Colby with a big touchdown grab, 2 catches for 20 yards as well. Drake Young with 1 catch for 11. Calvin Austin with 1 catch for 11. And Brian Jackson only 1 catch for 4 yards. Doing most of his work in the return game. Didn't get a return TD, but had a couple of big returns for us that put us in good position. Especially the one before the end of the first half that got us a field goal, I believe. On defense, leading the way in tackles was Christian Harris. And then tackles for losses, Isaiah Simmons. Sacks, Nate Vasher had a sack. Nicholas Morrow had a sack. And DeMarcus Lawrence had 1. Interceptions, we had none against Jameis, which is kind of surprising. And the 1 defensive touchdown from Trey Hendrickson. After the game, we have one new injury, and Glowinski is out with the abdominal tear for 4 weeks. So in the Super Bowl, I think so. Dontrell will be back, but Cooper will not be back. So we're going to be without Cooper still, and we're going to be without Glowinski as well. But Dontrell will at least be back. And I don't think there's anything else to go over in the game afterwards. But I look forward to the Super Bowl matchup with either the Steelers or the Raiders. Thank you guys for watching. And then I look forward to the offseason following the Super Bowl. Thank you guys so much, and peace. down the seam.